All right, welcome back, folks. I scrolled through everything. I think we're gonna go with planet Earth. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty appropriate right now, since we're all in this together. That's gonna be $120, and we're gonna get a $60 refund for taking down the Christmas stock, and so we got to pay $60. So we're gonna go ahead and confirm that. All right, so let's go on out. Let's see if we can find a place to sleep.
Calculating route. Please proceed to highlighted route.
Let's see if we can find a place to pull up and sleep right over here. It's going to be kind of janky because, once again, we ought to back into it. I've explained that before. You ought to back into these spots, but you got to have your nose all the way up in it. If you back in, you're too far away from sea, we'd be way on out. Let's see where it lets us sleep. Is it going to let us sleep? Yeah. You got to be far enough up in them to sleep. For it to register that you're sitting here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn all the lights off. There we go. We're going to get some sleep now. And we should be back in the daylight. Oh, yeah. It's almost noon. 11:27. What the heck? We got a funky little thing going on with the sky there. Let's see if clearing it out. Nope. It really does. We're in 11:27 in the morning, but it looks like it's still a nighttime sky. It's like the apocalypse has hit us. I'm going to save right here and reload and see if that fixes that. Alrighty? I'll be right back. Look at that big old Earth. I'll be right back. There we go. We're looking a lot better here now. Got a realistic sky. We got rid of all that dark, oh my God, what the heck is going on? We're going to all die here, sky that was going on.
Calculating route.
Let's see if we can back this up.
Highlighted route.
See if we can back this up and get on out of here, okay? Let's see, where's my steering wheel? There we go. Let's get it lined up correctly. See if we can swing this little baby trailer off to the side. Good Lord, I tell you, it is so easy driving this thing. It's going to be so easy parking it. Okay, now. Trailer ain't even big enough. We can see out the side there. We can still see out of our back mirror, back window. I'd rather come over that curb than back that trailer into something. Look at it sitting back there. All right, looks like we're gonna hang a left out of here. We are. We'll hang a left out of here. And then get back on the road. Let's wait for that car. Remember, we do have a fragile cargo, so I don't want things just running into us. Don't see anything coming over the hill. Don't mean there ain't nothing, but don't see nothing.
Recalculating route. Recalculating route. Recalculating route.
We can go that way, right? We can go that way, correct?
Recalculating route.
When we're talking about right and left, let's make sure that we use the proper terminology. We can go this way, correct? Yes, we can. So we didn't have to make that big old route.
200 yards. Turn left.
We didn't have to make that big old turn there. Look at there, there's the UPS guy. Gotta say that too. In all honesty, I did the trucker thing. Gotta say that to all the UPS and the Amazon people and all them, how much they're working their butts off. You know, while everybody's at home and they're telling everybody don't go to the stores and everything like that, it is nice to see that, you know, the delivery people out there, you know, one of those things where they can't stay at home. They got to get out there.
Yards. Turn left.
Oh, look at there. We got us a T-junction.
Turn left.
You know, all the... Whoop, got us a T-junction. Let's turn our lights on. We're going to turn our wipers on. I put the realistic rain mod back in here. Ooh, Ooh, look at that rain coming down. Now, let's see. Can we get on out? How's it going to be getting back on the road? I think we're okay. A little blurry in that mirror, but I think we're okay. I put the realistic rain mod back in. The stuff like the realistic weather, the rain mods, and things like that winter mod, those aren't compatible. You can't run them both at the same time. So you end up having to do stuff like one or the other. That's why we were having the regular vanilla rain that was coming down whenever we were running the winter mod. But now we got the rain mod back in, and you can see, ooh, it's messing up that side mirror and the window over there, making it hard to see. That'll be another thing. Whenever they get when 137 comes in, and they give you the ability to roll your window down, I wonder if you'll be able to see out that window a little better whenever it's raining. Won't be quite as blurry and streaky with all the rain going on there. We hadn't blown a horn yet, so if you don't toot your own horn, there ain't nobody else gonna toot it for you. Isn't that right? And there was one more thing I was wanting to do while we were there, and that was, let's hit this and let's go look at the Rand McNally and have a sip of coffee while we're at it too. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. We are a little over halfway. We're probably about 2/3 of the way here, or 3/5. We'll call it 3/5. All right. And so we're going to have to make a left. We're going to go through Sacramento and Stockton and bypass Oakdale and Fresno. So we're going to get on, leave 80 and get on 5. So the only thing we got coming up that's going to be a hassle, and that ain't going to be too big a hassle. We need to, when we take the exit, we need to exit and hang to the left instead of hanging to the right, because we don't want to end up going all the way on up here, up into, go on up into Redding. That wouldn't be fun, would it? So we'll hang right, but not hang too far to the right. And we got a place we can stop and get fuel if we need to, because we might be running a little low on fuel there. We might wait till we get to Stockton and just hit it right there. That might be a better idea. We'll see when we get there how things are looking. I can't tell if you got your lights on in this rain up there or not, buddy. There we go. I see your brake lights come on. I don't think you got your regular lights on. Where's the cop? I bet a cop will pull me over if I wasn't doing it, but he apparently ain't gonna pull you over. I tell you, life is so unfair. Yep, here's where we took that picture. Y'all remember the picture in that last thing where we had that river valley off to our left there? Had a nice picture of us driving on by it. Slow it on down here. I don't want to have to slam on brakes coming up on that van there too fast. Bit of a grade here. Just a little bit of a grade. And it looks like the rain is dying off. That's good. We'll be able to turn these back off. Nice. Alrighty. I think we'll go ahead and turn our lights off too while we're at it. There we go. Okay, so it's clean sailing now until we get to the exit at Sacramento. Got all these pretty trees and all that. North California sure is pretty. I mean, South California is pretty too, but it's got the desert pretty, and we've seen enough of that behind us. Although we'll be seeing it again here. But I like North California. I was saying Carolina. I was trying to say California. I don't know. One or the other.
Keep right.
Alright, nothing beside us. Whoa, let's slow this puppy down. You can get ahead of me, brother trucker. I need to be in your lane anyway. Yep, why don't you and I just swap
Keep
lanes
left.
here? It'd been nice to know that one. That and splits off and both lanes come off. This is a well-made intersection here. Must be one of the ones they made a lot better whenever they upgraded the size of the world. I tell you what, it's a little after lunchtime in the world here, the game world. And I'm feeling like it's a little after lunchtime in the real world too. I'm feeling a might tad hungry. I think after we finish this trip, I'm gonna go get me a bite to eat before we go any further. Excuse me. Let's get back on interstate here. Let's get on I-5. And once we're on I-5, I'm gonna see about getting me another sip of my coffee. Welcome to Sacramento. And we ain't got no more cities to discover here. We've been through all of these. Alright, we got a straight. I can reach down, grab my coffee. Finish off that cup. Okay. We got smooth sailing on 5 all the way down to Bakersfield now. And let's remember we are in California, so it's the land of the double nickels. We just gonna keep it on 55 all the way. No more of the speeding. Excuse me. I had a big old handful of, whenever I took that break a while ago, I had a big old handful of sunflower seeds. And I think I got a couple of holes stuck in my throat, making me want to cough a little bit. That was a well-timed nap, because now we get to see daylight for a while. Should be daylight for the rest of the trip. And y'all can look around to the left and right and all that while I'm trying to keep my eyes on the road, not run over nobody or damage this cargo. Stiff neck. I've been driving for a while. We hadn't done any of these long hauls in a bit. I think our last few on the Christmas one was a short drive. And the thing is, it's more real life, you know, because all I've been doing for the last 3 or 4 weeks now, ever since we had all this stuff happen, they gave us that shelter at home warning. All I've been doing is driving from my house to the grocery store and back, and from my house to work and back, you know? So it's one of those situations of...
Keep right, then immediately exit right.
One of those situations where even in real life, I would
Exit
almost
right.
certainly have driven into Atlanta and that sort of stuff and had some long times behind the wheel. I'm not used to having my arms up here
Turn
holding on to a
left.
steering wheel like this. So it's like real life is starting to creep into the game world here a little bit. Alright, nothing coming that way. Nothing coming this way. So yep, you can just sit there and wait for a little bit, car, and let this brother trucker come on by you. Alright, we still got half a tank of fuel, so we're doing fine. We might make it all the way down there to our drop-off.
In
Don't think we'll have to
200
stop no more.
yards. Turn right. Turn right.
Alright, let's pull it on up here and stop. Might as well let all this traffic get on by. Light changing? Light's changing, okay. Awful lot of people in that parking lot over there. That must be one of those essential industries. We'll say it's like a telephone. That must be a telephone outlet, telecommunications place or something like that. Needs all those people come in to work. South of Fresno. Come on through Fresno, and I think that Bakersfield will be the one after that. But we won't go all the way there. I think it's halfway between the two. I'm sitting here, it's been so long. Is Fresno where our home base is? Is that where we ended up? Is that where we put our first garage? Is it sitting in Fresno? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's embarrassing when I don't even know where home is. That tells you you've just been spending too much time on the road. Way too much time on the road. I'm gonna have to get my cruise control set back up too. This would be a good place for it. Stretches of California here that we have seen many times before, especially if you go all the way back to the first part of the series from back, what, 6 years ago or something like that, when I did a whole bunch of trucking. And back before the world changed, before they built up the world, we saw this little stretch all along in here in the middle of the state between Fresno and Bakersfield and LA and all that. We saw that a lot. We've been up and down these roads an awful lot back then, because they were so much shorter. It was so much shorter. The daytime was so much shorter. It was almost Minecraft levels of short there, you know. You barely hook up to your trailer and pull out of the parking lot before it was already, good Lord, is this sleeping time already? Let's go ahead and find us a parking space before all the creepers come out. Good Lord, knowing it's California, there are a lot of creepers. I ain't been checking my fuel economy. I need to do that. See just how much we're getting. We've been getting looks like 6.8 or 6.9. We're almost a 7 mile truck. Almost a 7 mile per gallon truck there. That ain't doing too bad. That shows you how the automatic does pretty good there too. Because I was an expert driver and an expert shifter, we might be able to get it just over 7 down there, but that's doing probably as good as I could do, if not a little bit better at my skill level right now. Especially after being so rusty. Taking this to the train, I'm wanting to say we're taking this to that train depot. If it is, I wonder if they're going to give us the 90 pointer. This might be quite doable as a 90 pointer with this little bitty trailer on the back here. They give us that one where you have to back it all the way around the corner there. I think even we could pull that one off. We'll see what they give us when we get there. long stretch of road. I need to fill up another pee bottle. Seems like these last few miles have been the longest part of the road, the longest part of the trip. And it's gonna just feel like the longer and longer the more my bladder fills up. Right, straight on through this one. Passing by Fresno, should be off to our left there. Yep, we're seeing Bakersfield on the sign now as we head on down 99. So we've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. We've actually seen the name of the town on a signpost. We know it can't be too terribly far away. 19 times closer than it normally would be, so that's good too. Because my eyeballs are starting to float. I need to get me one of them trucker friends. That might be taking the realism a little bit too far if I was sitting here with a condom cap going to a leg bag. Might be taking the whole trucker realism thing just a tad too far. I'll let you know. I think I might be more likely to just have a piss bottle. I ain't gonna let y'all know about that either. That's a real life yawn there. One of these situations where I'm still trying to get my sleep. I've only been back at work a night and a half so far. I got low sensors one night, put on call another night. So I only really been back a night and a half, and after having those 3 weeks off and all, I almost turned into a daytimer. It's been difficult swinging myself back over to a nighttime routine. I got to tell you, I have the utmost admiration and sympathy for folks that have to work those swing shifts, because it's just murdersome. I can't believe anybody. I was off for almost 3 weeks, off for a little over 2.5 weeks, and I just about turned myself back into a daytimer. I can't imagine doing that for 2 weeks and then have to turn yourself back to a night timer for 2 weeks just to turn yourself back to a day timer for 2 weeks. That'd kill you. So, the folks that have to do that, they've got my utter respect. Because all I'm having to do is turn myself back to a night timer, but I'm going to do it semi-permanently because I'm going to be back on night shift, and I ain't got no long vacations coming up no more. And you can tell I'm getting tired because I got diarrhea of the mouth. Just babbling on here. The one thing you don't see in this that you should see, the one road sign that I ain't never seen, that you normally
Keep
would.
right, then immediately exit right.
Is that in the real world, you'd have signs on the side of the road that told you how many miles it was to the
Exit
next city.
right.
It'd be like we'd be passing Fresno, and it'd say, or whenever we came through Sacramento, it would say something like, Fresno. This Automagic was having a little bit of trouble getting this puppy started up this hill, and it's a little bitty trailer. Yep, I need that new engine. I definitely need that new, more powerful engine. It's going to be a kind of a debate. I'll sit here, I'll do that Gnarlo thing where I put my finger on my chin and turn my head and think. If we hit level 10, am I going to get a new engine before we do the last trip? Or am I going to wait and get a new engine after we do the last trip? Which one's it going to be? Because I'd like a little bit more oomph so we ain't slowing down and stopping on those little turns there. Those little bitty hills. Because those exit ramps going up like that have been the bane of my existence. Excuse me. Yeah, I know the speed limit's 55, but we ain't gonna roll this puppy and damage that cargo right here at the end of all this. Not after all this long trip. What time is it in real life? It is 3:20 right now. And it is 3:20 in the morning, 5, almost 6 o'clock in the evening here in the game world. Let's see where we're gonna drop this off. I think this is the rail yard this way. And that would kind of go with that container back there, because that's the kind of container that not only locks down in these little flatbeds, but it ought to lock down onto a flatbed train car too. So we'll definitely see when we get there. Once again, we're just taking it nice and casual and easy. We ain't got no traffic behind us. We ain't got no place to be. We don't need no sleep. We still got over a quarter of a tank. We may need some sleep after this. Let's see where we are. Yeah, we're about halfway up our sleep thing. The little person ain't even turned blue yet, if I'm looking at that right. I did see that policeman went by us, had his lights on, so why don't we turn our lights on too? But it looks like it's getting kind of like dark 30. Said going a little slower than I probably could, but just because I have it's like, you know, here in Atlanta, you got the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Braves, and they got a real good habit of playing really good all season long and doing fantastic, and then snatching the defeat out of the jaws of victory right there at the end of the season. They have done that so many times. And that's the situation here. I do not.
200 yards. Turn right.
I do not want to do all this long trip just to wreck it right here at the end.
Turn right.
78 degrees here on this balmy California evening. Let's pull on through here and see where they want us to park it. We've been here before.
Turn left. Turn left.
We've dropped off and picked up cargoes here before. Back when we were doing, back before we had our truck, our own tractor, and we'd have to have Dwayne Skeeter come out here and pick us up in the old Ford.
In 200 yards, turn right.
I'm gonna park it.
Right.
Drop off this cargo, gonna park it. Then I'm gonna go get me a little breakfast. Little 4 o'clock in the morning breakfast, I think, here. Maybe have some eggs and all.
You have arrived.
Oh, this guy's still playing Carcassonne over there. That game's still going on? Good Lord, boys, how many expansions are y'all playing with? 40-pointer. Yep, they ain't gonna give us the 90 where we have to pull around over yonder. We talked about before about how the 90-pointers where you have to back up behind all that stuff, all that crap here in the middle. Get it over there right next to the train. So they're giving us a pretty easy one. Let's just pull it on up here, get this thing set up. I was hoping they'd give us a 90 with this little tiny trailer. We could show off a little bit, backing it around that corner, around all those spools there. But that's fine. We'll take this one and get it done. Just go ahead and get it done with. But otherwise, we'd have to turn it around, then we back all the way around here and back around that corner. Park it right up over yonder. But that's fine. We're going to see if we can swing it on back. Let's turn our hazards on. And we need to pull it closer to the wall over there. Still a little bit too far out that way, so let's get it a little closer to the wall again. Straighten her up. Yep. Come on. There you go. Let's straighten her up here. I don't know if that's going to be close enough to the parking space for them or not. Nope, don't think it is. Alright, we'll pull it on up and straighten her out. Turn my wheel the right way. There, that's better. That'll be a much better parking job there. I think they'll accept it this time. Except I think we overshot it the other way. Yep. Dang. Starting to say, I'm glad they didn't give us that. Glad they didn't give us that 90 pointer, because I don't know if we've been able to pull it off. Well, this is just embarrassing. Let's pull it straight up. Alrighty? Yep, this parking job wasn't nearly as good as that 90. That 90 pointer over there at Walgreens didn't give us this much trouble. That's what happens when you get a little bit too confident. When they give you these easy ones and you go, oh, that's easy. I don't have to work at it. You need to work at all of them. Even the easy ones you still need to work at. Now, let's see if we can just back it straight on back here. There we go. All right, let's turn off the engine. Now let's get out and take a look. Woohoo, that's janky. Look at that cabin. Look at that cab there. That is one janky parking job, but they're gonna take it. So let's go ahead and drop the struts there and see what they give us for it. I think they're gonna take it. There we go. I guess I didn't push the T hard enough. Distance driven, 776 miles, 5 hours and 42 minutes. Fuel consumption, 98 gallons. World of Trucks contracts completed, 19. Remember that 5 hours and 42 minutes is time taken in real world from the moment when I picked it up. Alrighty, so we made $12,955. Got an experience of 1,878. I'll have to let y'all know what the gas mileage is. I'll throw it across there. We made it. Excuse me. We have made it to level 10. So we have got enough. We can go and do those. We can think about getting us an engine next time. I'm going to put this into long distance again. There you go. We got almost enough where I bet we could go across the entire map. So next time, before I see y'all again, we will look at what kind of upgrades we got. As you see, we got 2,161 kilometers over the 2,500 we got to do. So we've only got about 350 kilometers left to go. So we'll have a nice short one next time. And I'm also going to take a look at engines before we go again. So I'll see y'all then. And in the meantime, this has been Gnarlo saying thank y'all for coming with me.